History is not shaped by nations, it is shaped by individuals. One decision, one idea, one moment that changes everything. A single action can echo for centuries. A single thought can reshape entire civilizations. And sometimes, the people who change the world the most are not the ones you expect. Some of these names you know. Others, you've never truly understood. But every single one of them rewrote the world you live in. And their impact is still unfolding right now. Number 10. Christopher Columbus. Columbus didn't set out to change the world, but he did. His voyage connected Europe and the Americas, starting a chain reaction that reshaped the planet. Trade routes expanded, empires grew, cultures collided, resources moved across continents, but so did diseases and conflict. The world became interconnected economically, politically, culturally. Modern globalization begins with that moment, and once the world became connected, there was no returning to isolation. The consequences are still unfolding today. Number 9. Johannes Gutenberg. Before Gutenberg, knowledge moved slowly. Books had to be copied by hand. That meant information was limited, controlled, restricted to a small elite. Most people lived and died without ever reading a single book. Then everything changed. Gutenberg introduced the printing press. Suddenly books could be produced faster than ever before. Ideas spread, education expanded, religious authority weakened as people began to read for themselves. The Renaissance accelerated, the scientific revolution followed, knowledge stopped being controlled, and started spreading beyond borders. Without Gutenberg, knowledge would still belong to the few. Instead, it became power for the many. Number 8. Isaac Newton. Newton didn't just observe the world, he explained it with precision. He described gravity, defined the laws of motion, and created a mathematical framework that allowed humans to predict reality. For the first time, the universe wasn't mysterious chaos, it was a system, ordered, understandable, predictable. His work became the foundation of physics. Engineering became possible on a new level, from bridges and to rockets to satellites. Nearly every technological system traces back to principles he defined. Newton didn't just study the world, he gave humans the ability not only to understand reality, but to shape it. Number 7. Thomas Edison. Edison didn't just invent, he industrialized invention. He created a system where ideas could be developed, tested, and scaled. The electric light wasn't just a breakthrough, it changed how humans live. Work extended into the night. Cities became active around the clock. He worked on sound recording, motion pictures, and electrical infrastructure. But more importantly, he turned innovation into a repeatable process. Research labs, patent systems, commercial technology. The modern tech industry follows the model he helped create. Innovation stopped being random and became predictable. Number 6. Karl Marx. Marx never ruled, he never commanded armies, but his ideas moved millions. He analyzed capitalism in a way no one had before, describing class struggle as the driving force of history. He argued that systems of power were built on inequality, and that they would eventually collapse. His writings inspired revolutions. Entire governments were built on his theories, the Soviet Union, China, and many others. Whether seen as a warning or a blueprint, his ideas reshaped global politics. Even today, debates about wealth, power, and inequality still trace back to him. Few thinkers have influenced so many lives without ever holding power. Number 5. Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi challenged one of the most powerful empires in history. Without weapons, without an army, he used non-violent resistance, civil disobedience, mass mobilization, and discipline. Instead of attacking power directly, he made it unsustainable. The British Empire could not maintain control without legitimacy, and Gandhi took that away. His methods inspired movements across the world, from civil rights in the United States to anti-colonial struggles elsewhere. He proved that power does not only come from force, it can come from control of perception and the ability to endure longer than your opponent. Number 4. Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon rose from nothing. not born into power, not expected to rule. But he understood systems and how to break them. He conquered much of Europe, but his true impact wasn't military. It was structural. He spread legal reforms, standardized laws, promoted talent over noble birth, destroyed old feudal hierarchies. Even after his defeat, his systems remained in place. The Napoleonic Code still influences legal systems today. He lost his empire, but he permanently changed how states are organized and how power could be earned. Number 3. Adolf Hitler. Hitler represents one of the most destructive forces in history. But his impact reshaped the entire world. He triggered the Second World War, the deadliest conflict ever recorded. His actions led to the Holocaust, one of the darkest chapters in human history. But beyond destruction, he forced global transformation. New international institutions were created, the United Nations, new political alignments, the Cold War. Modern geopolitics was built in the aftermath of his rise and fall. His legacy is a warning, but also a turning point that defined the modern world order, a reminder of how quickly systems can collapse when power is concentrated in the wrong hands. Number 2, Albert Einstein. Einstein challenged the limits of human understanding. He showed that time is relative, that space can bend, that energy and matter are connected. His theories redefined physics, but they didn't stay theoretical. They led to nuclear energy and nuclear weapons. For the first time, humanity had the power to destroy itself, but also to generate massive amounts of energy. Einstein didn't just change science, he changed the scale of what humanity could do. He expanded the boundaries of what was even possible. Number 1, Jesus Christ. Jesus did not lead armies. He did not build an empire. But his influence spread further than any ruler. His teachings shaped moral systems, defined cultures, influenced laws and institutions. For over 2,000 years, billions of people have followed his message. His impact extends across continents and generations. No political leader, no conqueror, no scientist has influenced more human lives over a longer period of time. His legacy is not built on force, but on belief. And belief is often the most powerful force of all. Power fades, empires collapse, even the strongest systems eventually break. But ideas adapt, they evolve, they spread beyond borders and generations. They outlive the people who created them. These individuals didn't just exist in history, they altered its direction. And once that direction changed, there was no going back. The world you live in today, the systems you rely on, the beliefs people follow, all trace back to decisions made by individuals like these. And history is not finished, it never is. The next person to change the world might already be out there, or might be someone no one is watching yet, just like many on this list once were.